everyone, and welcome to Always Off Track. I'm Tori, this is James, and this is your weekly dosage of on and off track shenanigans. Today, we're going to be breaking the ice because we need to get to know each other, but you need to get to know us.
So, we're going to introduce ourselves, basically. My name is James. I'm a 23-year-old Evertonian, up the Toffees. But in terms of motorsport, of course, I am a Max Verstappen fan. That's pretty much what you need to know. So I have good taste.
I'm Tori, I'm 22, and I don't really support football, I can't lie. It's just one of them things. However, motorsport, I'm a Lando girly, I've got to be.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
But Carlos and Charles are also up there as well.
The three best looking ones, just to let you know.
Well, we are not going into that. However, I do also support Lewis. That's a Lewis fan. That's going to cause some controversy, I think.
No.
But
We could do, I don't know.
we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's pretty much all you really need to know about us. The more the podcast goes on, the more episodes we do, the more guys...
We've literally just filmed 5 minutes of pure outtakes of us laughing. So
Yeah, you're going to get that at some point. But
maybe.
However, we've thought, you know what, we're going to do this in one take. You might see raw, unedited bits, but 90% of it will be clean, cut, precise, with a bit of laughter in between.
Yeah.
So we thought, for an icebreaker, we'd be a little bit about us, but also a little bit about motorsport as well.
Of course.
So, the first thing, what's your first motorsport memory? Your first ever motorsport memory that you can remember?
I'm going to show my age here, even though I'm literally a year older than you.
Old man.
I am unk status. I'm not. No, I'm not. We've got people on our course who are 6 years older than me. I'm fine.
Yeah.
2010. Around 2010, I was about 8 years old. My family were never really into motorsport as a young age. It was really... I mean, they used to watch it every Sunday when it was on, but they were never big fanatics. It was me who got into it just because of my love of cars, you know.
Yeah.
I had toy cars, you know. When I was a kid, I had freaking Thomas the Tank Engine stuff, so I was always into motoring.
Yeah.
My first experience was watching F1 back in 2010. It was only like a one-off race. It was really 2012 where I started to really delve into it and watch every race. I was even allowed to stay up late and stay up early. I remember a vivid memory of watching Malaysia 2012. I think that was when Fernando won. That was Checo Perez's first podium, I think. I remember staying up or staying awake. It must have been like a really early race in Malaysia. And then it pretty much just spiraled from there, and this is why I'm here today. Still in love, well, it's a toxic relationship nowadays with motorsport, but I wouldn't change how it brought me up. I wouldn't change anything about it. I mean, it has been part of, 75% of my life so far.
Yeah. That's quite a lot. That's a large portion, though, when you think of it. Like, when you think of it in terms of, like, when you first started watching it to what the sport is now, massive amounts of change compared to what it, like, I wouldn't say what it's changed, but, like, compared to how many people, ticket pricing, for example, Silverstone, you could go to Silverstone in 2010 for probably £200 a person.
I wish I did.
And that's what I'm saying. Now it's up to extortionate amount of, like, what, £400-500 a person? And that's just for, like, probably a grandstand
Even
seat.
just in general in my life, you know, back when I was in high school, I had me and another mate who was into F1, and we just sit together in class and stuff. No one else talked about it. It was all football.
Yeah. I feel
Which
like
still is the case now.
Yeah, I feel like mainly a lot of lads don't see motorsport as such. As in, like, they prefer talking about football or they prefer talking about rugby. It's more sports they can play, not what they can watch.
True. Obviously, it is very hard to get into.
It's expensive.
Very expensive. In another life, I would have, you know, had money to go kart at a young age. Would never have given that opportunity. But, yeah, anyway, that's enough about me. You go ahead.
So, my first motorsport memory was probably, I want to say 2015, 2016, maybe.
God, you're young.
I know, I'm a year younger than you, but I'm very young. Yeah, I'm going to say about 2016, when Lewis won his third title. No, Nico won that title that year.
Yeah,
Nico won 2016.
Don't try and...
So the reason that I was
Correct
watching
me.
2016 properly was because of the Lewis and Nico battle. Was it...
God, I wish.
Was it Barcelona they came together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I was at a ball. It was at my 14th birthday.
Yeah. When they came together...
I was at a bowling event for
Yeah.
my birthday, and my dad was obviously there, and we must have been bowling, and he just came and literally shouted at me and my mate, saying that Hamilton and Rosberg have crashed.
But no, that was a really big thing though back then because teammates aren't meant to crash into each other. I mean, we're not going to get into the McLaren topic just yet. But like teammates aren't meant to crash into each other and they're both going for the world title. So for the fact that they crashed that year, I feel like that was a proper core memory for me. And then I didn't watch it for a little bit because, you know, being a girl, I wanted to play netball, I wanted to go out with my friends, I wanted to do other bits. So I then didn't get back into it until 2018 when the Halo was introduced because I thought it was quite interesting.
Oh, right. I would never have thought that would have made people get into the sport.
I know, it's kind of crazy because...
it would deter people away.
Yeah, so when me and Dad were talking about it, it was more the fact of like, how is a Halo going to work? Because it's going to make the cars... Uglier, and they were going to make it slower because obviously you've got the extra weight on it and as well, it's a different aero and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I properly started getting into it. And then just kind of spiraled after that, to be honest.
It's funny you mentioned 2016 Spain because obviously that's when Max won his first race.
Yeah.
And I think I'd be rude to not introduce my favourite driver, Max, and why I started supporting him.
Yeah.
Because it actually wasn't Max at first. Obviously, I started watching it in 2010.
Yeah.
Max was like 6. Well, no, I think he was like 12, something like that.
He definitely wasn't.
He was definitely.
I think he was still in cars.
Yeah, definitely 100%. That was probably around the time him and Charles were battling.
Just an incident. Sorry, I had to say that.
Oh dear. Yeah. Okay. Let's ignore you've just said that.
Carry on.
Yeah, I will. You'd be surprised to know that the first drivers I supported were the McLaren boys, Hamilton and Button.
To be fair, that's not that surprising because I feel like a lot of people either supported Hamilton and Button or it was Vettel and Webber.
But no one supported Button. I feel like he was always that. He wasn't Hamilton. That's the thing. Hamilton was more interesting because ethnicity-wise and just outright, it was more interesting character. Yeah,
because you had a lot of the time where even though they were in the same team, Hamilton won 2008 and then Button won his in 2009.
He's probably I wouldn't say the worst champion, but definitely he's not a Vettel. He's not a
Hamilton.
I wouldn't say he's a Rosberg.
I mean, they both won one title each, and
they both beat Lewis.
Exactly, in equal machinery as well.
True.
Wait, yeah, Hamilton was still in the McLaren then.
2011, Button beat him.
Yeah.
And he came second. Yeah.
Wait, yeah, Button was the champion in 2009, wasn't he?
In Brawn, yeah.
Yeah, Brawn.
Well, that was when McLaren had a stinker of a year and Hamilton only won like 3 races.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the first 2 drivers I supported. Then I moved, controversially, to Red Bull.
Yeah, carry on.
To Danny Rick.
I feel like everyone loved Danny Rick, though, didn't they? A lot of people went to Red Bull for Danny Rick. I know quite a lot of people who supported Danny Rick, and then when he left Red Bull, they stayed with Max because Max was a good driver. Yeah, you included. A lot of that happened to a lot of people.
Although I hated Max originally, I did not like him.
I feel like he was a hot-headed kid coming in there.
I think he was way too aggressive back when he started. I just didn't find him as likeable as Danny, but he was quick, and I didn't like that. And when Danny was getting beat, especially in like 2018, you kind of get jealous.
That was quite a lot. That was a big breaking point for a lot of people that wanted when Danny Rick started getting beat. I feel like...
It wasn't even... Well, I mean, I think 2017, he was the superior driver, but I think Max was still getting used to it.
Because didn't Max go up to Red Bull after a couple of races in Toro Rosso? Yeah, so he was still getting used to the car then, plus 2018 was when the new regs came in.
True.
So they had new regs in 2018, then 2021 they had new regs again, and then next year they've got new regs. Yeah,
so anyway, Danny Rick, but then when he left to Renault, I was still tied to the Red Bull family in a way.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Max was the only good driver I could support.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to support Gasly. I wasn't going to support Albon.
I feel like they didn't get enough time in a Red Bull.
Albon.
I feel like Albon got enough time. He was very close to a couple of podiums.
He did get a few podiums.
I just don't think Gasly was the right fit for the Red Bull. But then again, how many people can drive that second Red Bull?
That's a topic for another day. I think we could go on a lot about that.
Yeah, we really could.
But yeah, I've supported Max ever since, in a way. I think he's... I wasn't a big social media nerd back in the day when Danny Rick and Max had all those videos.
Yeah.
Like
They were funny videos together.
Videos,
yeah.
Like, I always remember that video of... I think they were in Suzuka and they had those puppets made. I don't know if you remember
were they in Spa on the track?
Oh, the dad
yeah,
one.
That one. They did.
I'll let Max slide. I think he was 20 at the time.
They did so many good videos, but it's
looking back, I didn't know about that though. I only saw I only tuned in.
Yeah, I feel like
racing.
when Max and Danny were together, they were kind of like the it people of F1 in the way, if you say it like that.
Ick or it?
It. So like they were
no, definitely not the ick.
No, they were the people that made people laugh and they were fun to have together.
Yeah.
But then obviously when Danny left to go to Renault, Max had new teammates. It was kind of like...
It's never been the same since.
Red Bull's never been the same since Danny left. Then when he went back in 2023, it's a third driver, Danny Rick.
Yeah.
I feel like it started to become a little bit better, but obviously Perez was still there, wasn't he?
Yeah, that was...
So... But
I always wished I was like a fly in one of those rooms when there was them three together.
Yeah, because the amount of drama that would have been caused, or the amount of like gossip and talk that they would have been speaking about.
Considering the fact, I mean, obviously it didn't happen, but the only reason Danny Rick was brought back to Red Bull was to be eventually Max's teammate again.
I mean, we're not going to go into the Danny Rick. That can be another topic for another day because there's a lot I could talk about on that.
True. I mean, I've not even started why I love Danny Rick, but it's pretty self-explanatory.
Everyone loves Danny Rick. I feel like I feel like for me it was definitely I preferred Lewis when I was first started watching it, and then I slowly turned to McLaren. I don't know why. I just really liked it when Fernando and Stoffel were there.
Same.
I thought it was quite...
I was a McLaren fan.
I thought it was quite a fun and engaging team. Obviously, you had Fernando that was retiring in 2018. So True. I was always on the thing of who would be the drivers then. Then obviously they didn't re-sign Stoffel. So then you had this brand new F2 driver that came up through the ranks with McLaren.
You're making him sound like he's a nobody.
I know, but he was a nobody at the time. He won a few races. He didn't win the championship, though, did he?
No, of course he didn't win. He actually didn't win a single championship on his way. Well,
no, because
he didn't win.
He didn't win F2. Russell won F2. I think Albon won F3.
Yeah.
So when you think of them two, I mean, the 2019 rookies, I loved all of them. I thought they were fun to be together. And then True. Obviously Carlos got kicked out of Renault to make way for Danny Rick.
Yeah, that was...
So then them pair came together and you had the born revolution of Carl Lando. And I feel like they were then the people that Max and Danny were. Lando and Carlos became that. Because people enjoyed them because they were young, they were fun, they were engaging. So that's why I really started to like them in 2019 because it was just something new. It was entertaining. The one video will always stick in my mind from them pair. If you've ever seen the milk video in the car.
Yeah.
That just sticks in my brain because I just laugh every time I think about it. It's just so entertaining to watch.
Here's a question. Can you do the Lando Norris laugh?
I can't, you know.
Good.
A lot of people... There's a girl that's on TikTok.
Yeah, have you seen the controversy?
Yeah, there's so much controversy around it. But no, I can't do the laugh. Don't worry, guys. But yeah, definitely. I feel like now I'm a Lando girly. But at the same time, I'm not one of them that's like crying about every single thing he does. I support him because he's a good driver. Yes, there is controversy around his driving at the moment, and we can get into that at another topic.
I think one question is, like, obviously, a lot of girls like him. Like, I think he's easily the most...
He's the most liked...
feminine, driver, in a way.
Oh, definitely.
Like, how do you feel, like, knowing that there's people out there, like, people just give you a stigma of, oh, you're the Lando girl because... Lando Norris is the driver for the girls. It's
like the stigma, though, around girls only watch F1 because the drivers are good looking. I'm not being funny. I'm not waking up at 4 a.m. to sit and looking at a good driver.
I mean...
I'm watching 20 guys go around a track with helmets on. They have good looking helmets. I'll say it. Their helmets are nice. I like some of the helmets.
I can't lie, Lando's helmet is very attractive.
Lando does sick helmets. Like, the helmets he makes and the ones that he produces, especially the Singapore ones in the previous years, where it's been, like, glittery.
The 23 one is, like, one of my favourites.
Yeah. So I feel like, to me, it's a stigma of...
I can appreciate a good helmet, I'll tell you that.
The stigma around people being like, oh, you only like Lando because he's good looking, you like every other girl. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. I don't have to prove myself to you. I don't have to say why I like Lando. So you want to say that, you can say that. I can't be asked to deal with you. Like, I don't really...
Mic drop.
But you know what I mean? It's like when people turn around, like, they don't say that about Charles fans. They don't say that about Carlos fans. They like them because they're good drivers. I'm not being funny. The amount of fans that sexualise Lando and Charles specifically is ridiculous. But that's just the type of... That's just some of the content that people produce, and it does well. Yeah. So at the end of the day, whatever you say, people are going to say stuff no matter what. It's like, I'm a master's student on a journalism course, and people are still going to give me the same stigma, even though I've learned everything, I'm doing everything I can, I'm going to do placements, I do other things. They're still going to give you that name and that, like, label of...
Yeah, label.
You're a DTS fan. That's the main thing. You're not a fan, you're a DTS fan, and that's why you like F1. It's like, no, actually, I started watching it a while ago. So, stick that.
Oh, Jesus.
I get
It is.
It's frustrating because it's the fact that boys don't get the same treatment girls get. No. And I feel like when you're a female in a very male-dominated industry, you kind of just have to have thick skin. And I feel like at the start, I didn't have thick skin. But now I feel like it's come to the point I'm like, yeah, okay. Whatever. Say what you want.
Yeah. It's like, it feels thick.
Thanks, James. But it's just one of them. Like, it doesn't really affect me anymore. You just have to get used to it. It's like I could turn around to be like, you only like Max because of he's won a championship. And you could turn around and be like, yeah, but I liked him previously. No one ever says that to you because you're a male.
I'm a guy.
You're a male. It doesn't make a difference. But if I turned around and I said, oh, I'm a Lando fan. Yeah, you only like him because he's good looking. Yeah, he is a good looking guy, but that's not the reason why I like him. Because did you see him in 2019? I'm not being funny. The glow up from 2019 to 2023, 24.
It was between 22 and 3.
Exactly. So
23, he changed his hairstyle and...
Exactly. So it's like you look...
Actually grown pubes. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, all that came to my head then was the Danny Rick and Lando interview.
That's what I mean.
But no, like, at the end of the day, it is what it is. You get immune to it. But it's one of them. What can you do? You can't change people's opinions.
No.
But you just move on.
Like, we're going to move on now to...
Rookie of the Year.
No, you've just missed one.
We'll do that one after.
Okay.
I want to do Rookie of the Year because I feel like we might have different opinions on this.
I don't think we will.
Okay, say it at the same time then. 3, 2, 1.
Isaac.
Hajar. Yes.
It's pretty obvious.
People don't say that. They see Kimi because Kimi's in the faster car.
No.
A lot of people are saying Kimi. If you look on TikTok, Twitter, well, X, or like Instagram threads and stuff, a lot of the time it's Kimi because he's in the faster car. He's had a podium finish, but so has Isaac as well. But at the same time, Kimi's had probably more point scoring, I think.
Yeah, Kimi scored more points.
Hajar's a lot better in qualifying.
I think Hajar's probably got a better record than Antonelli in qualifying.
Yeah, because he only got kicked out of Q1 in Monza.
Hungary. Well, I think it was Hungary or
Monza. It was Monza he got kicked out of Q1 for the first time.
Was it? Okay, it could have been Hungary.
Which, to be fair, that's for a rookie, that's good going. I mean, considering where he was at the start of the year, made it to Q3, crashed out on the formation lap in the rain in Australia. That was a bad race for the rookies, though.
Yeah, I think only 2 of them survived, actually.
I think it was...
Kimi did and Ollie did as well, but he was back of the pack.
So at the end, I think Hajar definitely deserves Rookie of the Year. And I feel like rookie performance. I
mean, Antonelli's had a bit of a swing up since we've left Europe, which is weird because most of his racing in his career has been in Europe.
Yeah, because didn't he win Freca?
Yeah.
He won Freca, Italian F4.
Exactly, and he's come to F1 and all his good races have been overseas, which sends him in good stead for the last half of the year. I
mean, controversial opinion. Did Kimi deserve to be in F2 before F3? Because all other drivers, okay, there is a couple of drivers that have missed F3. I mean, Max missed F2.
Well, so does Stroll.
Exactly. It's another topic.
Yeah.
But for me, it's a case of...
I don't think Kimi's a Stroll. I think he's...
No, Kimi's a good driver. I can appreciate that Kimi's a good driver, and I think he's proved himself in F1 at the moment.
For now, yeah.
For me, it's a case of you've got the likes of Kimi that came up from Frecker, missed F3, went straight to F2. John Bennett is currently in F2. Yeah. He's missed F3, came straight up from GB3. I mean, you've had quite a lot of drivers that have missed F3 and gone to F2, or missed F2 and gone straight to F1. Do we think that drivers should have to adhere to F3, F2, F1 before they are considered, or can they skip? Because I don't think Kimi had enough experience in a faster car before he did his FP1 appearance.
Which he crashed in straight away. It's difficult because, you know, I think these higher up people are too scared to lose the talent. Like, I think Kimi was rushed in because...
There was an open seat.
There was an open seat, and also...
I don't think there was another Mercedes Junior driver, was there?
Fred Vesti. I mean...
He could have gone in, but...
He was good in F2. He wasn't...
I mean, he was vice-champion, wasn't he? He lost out to Teo.
Teo Bashir, yeah. I think the media hype around these young superstars, you know, everyone was tipping him to be the next Max.
It's tough on them.
Oh, 100%, yeah. I think Kimi's definitely had it the worst, I think.
Yeah, I feel like Ollie proved himself when he stepped in for Carlos in Saudi. He definitely proved...
He's had a tough year. I think he's
I don't think it helps in the Haas.
That Haas is a dog, especially in qualifying.
That's the problem. I feel like...
It's a dog of a car.
To me, I think Ollie will go to Ferrari eventually.
It seems pretty likely he'll be Lewis's replacement.
But then again...
freaking Leclerc. Well, we could...
But then you've got the problem of Oscar's now on about tip to go to Ferrari at some point. You've got so many different opinions now that the rumours are flying around the paddock. It's just a case of you've just got to sit back and wait to see what happens.
I mean, I think all the rookies have done good enough this year.
Yeah, the rookies have done... I feel like Bortoletto's really built his game.
Yeah, I think it's hard in that Sauber because that's... I mean, I don't think they've scored points in the past, 3 rounds. I mean, he scored in Monza, but I don't think he's...
Yeah, but then you've got the likes of Colapinto that hasn't scored a single point, and he's done the exact same thing Jack Doohan was going to do and probably crashed the car more. I mean, I'm a Doohan fan. I was so happy when he got the call up to F1. Did I think he deserved to be dropped that early? No. Do I think Colapinto should have been called up? Colapinto proved himself in a Williams, but why can't... I know the Alpine and Williams are totally, completely cars to drive.
This Alpine looks shocking to drive.
Pierre's still getting points.
When was the last time he got points?
Did he get points in Silverstone? Potentially.
I mean, obviously, he did really well in Bahrain.
That's what I'm saying. So there are chances there where they've got points, but Colapinto's done the exact same as Doohan. He's literally... I think Doohan's still above him in the championship.
No, Colapinto's ahead. He scored 11th, at least once, I think, this year.
No idea.
I think he might have scored 11th in Zandvoort, I think.
We're dwelling too much on this rookie of the year.
It is Hadjar by far.
Oh, Hadjar is 100% the best rookie.
Buzzing when he got the podium in Zandvoort.
Oh, when he got the podium, did you see him break his trophy?
Oh yeah, I saw it. I didn't see it live. But
I saw it on Instagram because I was in Donington for the touring cars that weekend. So I was watching it on my phone, and I just saw the Instagram replay of him putting the trophy down and then lifting it up, and the bottom was off. I was like, we
stayed when we saw the celebrations. Not great, but...
Oh, were you in Zandvoort? You were in Zandvoort this year?
Yes.
I've not done that. I don't know why I didn't... I thought... You also did Barca this year, didn't you?
Yes.
That's why I didn't think you were in Zandvoort.
No, I can afford 2 races.
All right. Anyway, we need to move on. We're dwelling too much on certain things.
Shock.
What's your favourite race to watch or attend? So pick one.
Well, that's difficult because I've only been to 5 races.
Okay. Out of the races you've attended, which one's your favourite?
In terms of the race or the place, you know?
Okay, so do race and atmosphere.
Atmosphere is Zandvoort.
Okay,
100%.
Race.
Silverstone last year.
You know what? Silverstone this year, but that was just because I was in the Lando stand and it was his first win. And I cried like a little baby.
God.
For the atmosphere, I've never been to a different place, but watching it live, Monza Monza just seems incredible.
Monza was
with the
brilliant.
Ferrari.
Monza was brilliant, but it is loud.
Were you there when Charles won?
Yes, I was there last year.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
That was a bucket list thing for me.
So
I don't even know if it'll happen again.
So that's what I'm saying. So like for the atmosphere side of things, Monza.
I think Zandvoort was better.
I've never been there.
And that's not me saying because it was, oh, you're a Max fan, but like genuinely, it was a festival the entire weekend.
I feel like a lot of people always say if you want like a good atmosphere, Dutch is always the place to be. Especially so I wanted to go to Red Bull Ring and people were like, yeah, go. Everyone loves it because it's all Dutch fans and everyone loves it and it's Austria, it's Red Bull Ring.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay. So a lot of people are saying the Dutch fans always know how to do things right. I just think it just depends.
They're very intense. I think all fans, I mean, Tifosi are the most intense.
Oh, definitely. I think British fans...
You've got to be kind of on their level in a way. Like when I was at Monza, you couldn't hide away from... You know, they wouldn't like interrogate you if you were wearing a McLaren top or a Mercedes, but like...
You'd have to be on the same level as them.
You kind of had to be a Ferrari fan that weekend. You know, you couldn't escape it.
Yeah.
With that atmosphere as well, I mean, I goosebumps, you know.
Yeah,
it was goosebumping.
Yeah. But what about watch? Like watching on the TV, what's your favourite race?
I probably don't watch them on TV anymore. I'm always working. But I can't lie, underrated one, I think you'd think of this, COTA.
No, right, me and my dad really want to go to COTA. It looks insane.
COTA's the one race I'd like really want to go that's not in Europe. That's
the next one into COTA.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it's
next week?
Yeah, it is. Sorry, that sounded really like dementia there. Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Just because it's like an 8 o'clock start, and
it's
you
like
can just
perfect.
Chill. Underrated watching F1 late at night.
See, I prefer watching the late ones and getting up early for the like Australia, Japan, all of them ones. I mean, Vegas is an early one as well.
Vegas is 4 o'clock in the morning this year.
Oh no. That's just torture.
We're watching in the dark.
Yeah.
Pretty much, especially in November, with someone coming up to about 8 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
But yeah, definitely Dakota 100%. That's the one I 100% go to. I've never been to the US.
So you're gonna say that's the next question is what race is on your bucket list? So one race, COTA. One race on my bucket list, Spa. I want to sit on a Rouge, just for the thing of. Right. But you know when it's just
like
a
freaking Lando Norris t-shirt, you know what I mean? Like.
See, we're gonna get you a Lando fan.
No. Well, you know.
So yes, so you're gonna say COTA for your bucket list?
Yeah, because I've been to Spa, but Spa's the only one I'd want to go again.
Yeah, Spa for me on my bucket list. If it's not Spa, then definitely COTA. I feel like the problem is with Spa, I feel like I'm just gonna get wet. That's my only downside.
Yeah, we got wet. We got very, very wet. Well, it's part of the experience.
Yeah, it is very much part of the experience. And it's like F2 race there as well.
And F3.
Yeah, which leads perfectly into the next question.
What?
Who's your favourite F2 driver?
Luke Browning. Horror. He's
British driver.
Shock horror. I like him. I rate him. I thought he was great in F3.
Yeah. Okay.
I just think he's a likeable guy.
Underrated F2 driver. That you think is actually quite good?
God, because I only really know the good ones. Like, the ones who lurk at the back, I don't really pay attention to.
Okay,
like Miatas or...
Yeah.
I'm not
a fan of him. I feel like he does well. I mean, he was doing well in Spa until he had his little spin.
Yeah.
But no, I think for me, definitely, favourite driver is Alex Dunn. Questionable moves, I'll admit that. Aggressiveness, yes. But I just think he's a good driver. Underrated driver for me, Pepe Marti.
I was going to say Pepe Marti.
Pepe Marti, for me, is quite an underrated driver considering he's a Red Bull Junior driver.
Yeah, he was Joel's teammate last year.
Yeah, and he's also Lindblad's teammate this year. I just don't think he's had the results he's deserved.
And there's a reason why Lindblad's tipped to get a seat in F1 instead of him.
Exactly. But
I like Montoya as well. I think he's
Montoya. The problem is with Montoya, I feel like, again...
Takes a note out of his dad books, to be fair.
Not just that, but, I mean, I just think drivers that are coming up and they've got the same surname as their dads, Schumacher, your Montoya, you've got a couple of others as well. I just don't. I think.
Fittipaldi.
I feel like the pressure on them is very much a thing of, you got to race like your dad. You're going to be like your dad. I don't think they've got their time to be there in person.
True.
I feel like everyone's like, oh, you must be like your dad then. So I feel like a lot of pressure was on Schumacher to be a Schumacher.
I think Mick, that's what, unfortunately,
and I feel like, Mick. And that's what got him to him. To be fair, did he deserve a Cadillac seat? I think he probably deserved another year in F1 maybe to see what he could do.
No, I don't think Haas could have afforded it. He scored points twice in a year that came out, got pole, and fifth in Bahrain and stuff.
Yeah, true.
That Haas wasn't that bad that year. The next year they were terrible.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, probably. But
yeah, he was.
Okay, speaking of older drivers, who's the next driver to retire? Minus Fernando Alonso. I know mine. I think I know who would, and I feel like it potentially
retire, as in,
Okay.
It's weird.
You can do retire or leave to a different series, but you don't need to explain why. You just need to say. I'm going to say Hülkenberg to retire.
True. I don't think he would retire. I don't think he's the type of person to be like.
But I don't think he'd do well in like sports cars though. I feel like he wouldn't. I feel like for Hülkenberg, I feel like he just wouldn't re-sign. But then again, he's got quite a big contract with Audi.
True.
So
you never know how they're going to get it. I think it's really hard to tell for retirement. I think everyone's going to.
Hamilton. I said what I said. I don't want to say it, and trust me, my dad's going to kill me for saying it. Hamilton.
Yeah. I think Lewis is.
I feel like it'll depend.
I think he's gone by, 27. I think that, because that'll be his 20th year. I think that'll be.
And you know what else? You look at it as well. I feel like it'll depend on how well the Ferrari does with the upgrades next year. Because
if that car's a dog, he'll go. I don't think he'll.
A little bit of insider for you. Can't reveal my source. A little bit of insider. Apparently, all the new upgrades work on the McLaren for next year. Most of them, nothing's working on the Ferrari just yet. The Ferrari can't get them to work properly. I know, tough time to be a Ferrari fan. But the icebreaker, that's done. But we've got a couple of would you rather questions.
Okie dokie.
Because I feel like a lot of these is just kind of like, you don't need to explain why. It's just a
quick fire. Yeah.
Just would you rather this or this?
Yeah.
And I feel like opinion based, no one can really fault us.
I can never fault you.
And I feel like this one is definitely for you, not for me. Max to never win another championship in Formula One, but he wins Le Mans. Would you prefer him to win another championship but never take part in Le Mans, or win Le Mans and never win another F1?
He never takes part.
So he never goes to Le Mans. He never takes part in Le Mans,
Jesus.
But he wins another F1 championship. Or
just
he
the one. So he's a 5-time champion. That's
so
it.
he's 5-time champion, or he never wins 5, but he wins Le Mans. I've done this one for you.
I say Le Mans. I think that'd be really cool, especially if he's with Fernando, because like they're all saying.
Yeah, that would be sick.
I think that'd be.
Hasn't Fernando already won Le Mans?
Yeah, he's won it twice.
Because he just needs
2018
he needs Indy 500 to win the Triple Crown.
Which I don't think he'll do.
No.
I can't see Max doing the 500 either. I think he's very much a sports car rather than a.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I generally could never see him in a different single seater.
He's tried IndyCar. He's just never done it. He just couldn't do it. He couldn't get it done properly.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I think he's very much a GT driver.
Oh yeah.
He'll complete the GT class and.
Okay.
Absolutely dominate the opposition. Maybe, I don't know.
Next.
It'd be interesting. I think for Max especially, I think he'll definitely focus more on Nürburgring next year if he does do the 24 hours.
I think
and
if
then
Max
maybe try Le Mans the year after.
What do you reckon if Max wins 5 this year? If McLaren managed to bodge it up, do you reckon he'll leave and go straight to GTs?
Not a chance.
Do you think he'll carry on?
He's here till 28 at least.
Oh yeah. Okay. Would you rather be an F1 driver at Monaco or an IndyCar driver at the 500?
Would I rather?
So would you rather drive an F1
left for 500 miles, or would I rather
drive through the streets of Monaco?
Drive through the streets of Monaco.
Not overtaking anyone.
Depends where I start.
Pole.
Then yeah.
Okay. Starting 4th. Would you rather your chance at Would you rather a chance at the Brick Road or a chance at Monaco? Because either one of them gets you one step closer to the triple.
I'd say Monaco just because of the qualifying. Just because the thrill of that qualifying.
Lando Norris is the only driver to go around Monaco in less than, is it 70 seconds, 80 seconds? 70 seconds. Just putting that out there.
Okay.
Le Mans or Nürburgring?
Le Mans. I think.
Yeah, Le Mans is a proper good. It's a good track.
I've competed there twice in virtual racing, won them both.
I just think it's such an incredible track.
It was very fun to drive in the simulator. I can't even imagine how it would feel to drive, especially in like a proper wet car. That is, you're so quick on those straights.
Yeah, I'd love to go watch Le Mans.
I think Nürburgring is more technical. I think Le Mans is half of it's straights, but it's still the spectacle of it all.
Have you seen the Porsche documentary on YouTube?
No.
Watch that. That's really good because that shows you they did the 24 hours of Nürburgring and Le Mans within a week of each other.
Oh crap! Yeah, okay.
And it's a really good watch because it shows you the ins and outs of things. I watched it the other week, and it's really interesting, but it's also entertaining because you get to see customer teams as well, and when they get the call up to first team, it's really cool, really interesting. Should watch it. I don't know why I just thought of that, but
okay, well that's fine. I'll definitely give it a watch.
Okay, This is a really important question, and I already know what I think the answer of this. Lando or Oscar tipped to win the World Drivers? They just are, aren't they? Unless they budget up.
Either the Max fan, it's not going to happen. It's for me.
I'd like to see Lando win it, but I think Oscar might have the edge on him at the moment. I mean, there's still 6 races left.
Well, we'll see. What is the question though?
Would Lando or Oscar take the number 1? I don't think Lando will take the number 1 if he wins.
Oscar, yes. Lando, no. There's not a chance.
Lando's known as 4. He is.
But Max was 33. I think that was iconic for it. I don't know.
But then Lewis never took it. But have you seen the thing now?
Yeah, but Lewis is 44. I think it's...
LH44, LM4. But I feel like MV33. That's what I'm saying. The brands are so branded. It's
Lando's 4 is...
It's incorporated in
Have you got Lando merch on at the minute, or is that just McLaren?
Just McLaren at the moment.
Well, I was going to say, you see the 4 everywhere.
Yeah, because it's literally the 4 as well is in his...
Even on his merchandise, the 4 is everywhere.
That's what I'm saying. And Lando never misses with his merch drops. To be fair...
The prices.
Oh my God. Quadrant. Explain to me why that leather jacket was 500 quid. Quadrant
500 quid?
Oh, for a quadrant leather... there was only 50 made. But
Don't tell me you got one.
No, I didn't buy one. I'm not stupid enough. I didn't even buy the Lando jacket. I wouldn't pay 500 quid for something. I wouldn't do that. Anyway, now this is a fun question, and this is the last question now.
Okay, last question.
So it's a very interesting question. Pick a driver, any driver on the F1 grid, minus Max.
Do I have to tell you?
Yeah.
Oh, Gasly.
Right, I'm going to pick Stroll.
What?
What do we think that driver is afraid of by picturing them? So when you look at Gasly, what do you think he's afraid of? And then I'll come back to you with an actual answer in next week, where I tell you what the actual answer is of who he is afraid of, what he is afraid of.
How do you know that?
It's somewhere on the internet. Pierre Gasly is afraid of this. I reckon Stroll is afraid of heights or driving fast.
You're funny. I don't know. I generally reckon Pierre's probably scared of like spiders. I reckon.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I reckon with him having Kika, I feel like he can't be scared of spiders. I feel like she's terrified, so he needs to get rid of them.
I reckon he's maybe afraid of like
wasps.
What? I'm trying to think what people have phobias of, like.
You know what someone has a phobia of on the grid? Someone has a phobia of fish.
Lando.
Yeah, but then another person, I think I'm getting this right, they have a phobia of like little holes. So like the little holes in sponges and cheese and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know someone who doesn't like that. I couldn't watch SpongeBob with them.
A little bit strange. Right.
Yeah, so I'll go with I'll go with snails.
Right.
Because he's French.
Okay. Sure.
Or baguettes.
Right. Well, guys.
I don't know. Yeah.
That is the end of the icebreaker.
Wow, we went through an episode together.
I know we did. High five.
That was shocking. Oh my... Ow! Okay, well, there you go.
Right. Thank you guys for watching and listening, wherever you are listening or watching from.
If you're watching us on YouTube, like, subscribe.
Turn on the notifications so that you get notified whenever we upload another video.
And we'll hopefully bring the podcast episode out relatively soon as well.
Hopefully, but thank you for watching. And maybe next time you might see us on track. If not,
off track. Whoa! All right, see you later.
Thanks,
Bye.
guys.